you can fully mess with your competitors' Facebook ads right now. And I'm going to show you how to make sure that competitors can't do that to you. So first of all, let me backtrack. What's a Facebook pixel? It's a piece of code that you add to your website that essentially lets Facebook know who visits your website, and then Facebook can then do a lot of things with that information. One, it can serve ads to the people that have visited your site, and I'm sure you've experienced that where you go on a site and then you start seeing ads for that thing popping up everywhere. That's because they had a Facebook pixel, they knew you visited, and then they're going to serve you those ads because they have that ad campaign set up. Or what they can also do is create a lookalike audience. So let's say you don't get too much traffic, maybe 1,000 visitors a month. That's not enough to run Facebook ads to. What Facebook can do is create a lookalike audience of people similar to those 1,000 people, but expanded. So instead of 1,000 people, it's now 100,000 people that are similar in behavior and interests to those 1,000 that visited your site or even perform some other action on your site. Facebook can track purchases as well, or engagement. So if it's set up properly. So this pixel code, I'll show you on my website. If you have the Facebook pixel code installed, most people, including myself, they just have it open in a script like this. And you can go on any website, right click, and then view page source, and you're going to see what I see here. So that's public. Now, if people had a separate script file where, if they had a separate script file, then you wouldn't be able to see the pixel ID. But most people, if they have Facebook pixels, they just have it open on their index file. When you do page source, when you view page source, you're viewing the index file. So it's just out in the open. So I was thinking a couple days ago, couldn't someone just take your ID? This is sort of, this tells Facebook this website is paired to this ID. So everyone's ID is different. And I was thinking, couldn't competitors just take your ID and then use it somewhere else? And then now Facebook thinks most of your audience is coming from some adult website, adult services store. And I did a bit of research, and there's a couple of videos on YouTube on this exact topic that you can actually do this. And so I wanted to make sure that I find a solution for you guys. So basically, what would happen is a competitor can take your ID, put it on a site they own. So they can't do this with a site they don't own. So you don't necessarily have to worry about your Facebook pixel ID showing up on some very famous adult sites or other sites you don't really want to get audiences from. But if they own a site, and especially if they have a larger budget, they can create sort of like a spam site, drive spammy traffic to that, and then for a couple $1,000s can really mess with your Facebook ads audience, because now Facebook thinks 90% of your audience is this fake audience that the competitor's done. So when it comes to businesses doing like $1 million plus per year, spending a couple thousand by someone that hates you, is probably pretty realistic. So you need to make sure that they're not able to do this. And I actually did look up Vancouver construction businesses to see if there were any that had their Facebook pixel out in the open that you could do this to. And there were a couple. I'm not actually going to go into them now, just because I don't want to expose them. But I think if you Google small businesses, whatever city you're in, most of them actually don't even have a Facebook pixel, which I think is wrong in the first place. Even if you don't want to run Facebook ads, you should have the pixel so that Facebook learns who's going on your site, because then you'll probably want to run ads in the future, and then now you'll have all that data set up. Facebook can't go back in time before you had the pixel installed and know who was on your site. So just anyone in general should have the Facebook pixel. But when you do set it up, and it's very easy to do, so just search up Facebook pixel, and there's videos, but also very clear article by Facebook, how to install it. It takes like 5 minutes. Once you do that, I'm going to show you what you need to do so that competitors can't scam you. So this is an old ad account that I had for this test e-commerce brand I was playing around with. So yeah, you go to your account overview in your business.facebook.com, and then all tools. Then you find events manager. Usually it's in your shortcuts, but if it's not there, then it's going to be here in manage business. So you click events manager. Okay. And then you go to data sources. Then you go to settings. Yeah, all this information don't really care to blur out because it's an old ad account. But anyways, you go to the bottom and you click create allow list. And so, yeah, you put your domain in there, click next, confirm, and then you're good to go. And then you'll see the domain down here, and you can edit that. You can remove it. You can add other ones. You can also put more than one domain. So if you're getting traffic from multiple domains, definitely put that in there. And yeah, pretty straightforward. This takes you like probably 5 minutes to do. So if you're not doing this, it's definitely worth the 5 minutes. I think it's very unlikely you're going to have a competitor do this to you. But when I was doing research for this video, I saw businesses talking about how their clients had this likely done to them. It's hard to prove as well, but yeah. So it's definitely done. And also, the bigger you get, the more targets you have on your back. And this is something where a couple $1,000s spent, invested in harming you can definitely really mess with your whole Facebook ads. So you definitely want to just take these 5 minutes, follow these instructions, a few steps, and then you're good to go. Good luck.